Ah, well, looky there. I think, I don't know why. Hold on. I have to turn my own audio up. Oh, let's see. There we go. I can hear myself. Let's fudgy go. Hi, everybody. I want to do some sort of real quickie intro thingy. Like, not now, obviously, but I'm saying for the future, where I'll play just a little 10-second thing, but I don't know what that's going to be yet. So, I mean, this is still a work in progress, so I appreciate you guys being here for all the shenanigans and hijinks and whatnot. Yes, the thumbnail got back. That I actually was trying to do a Nikki Cox thumbnail, but I couldn't really find like I found some good videos of her and shit. But even though Unhappily Ever After got a DVD release, I couldn't find a particularly good screen grab. It was just a lot of like really low res bad screen grabs of her and her various outfits. And so I decided to go with a picture from Savage Beach because still playing the thumbnail game. So got to like get some ladies in there, and it draws in the traffic. It certainly works. Cleghorn! So hello. How are you? Greetings. Thank you so much for coming again. It is, as always, appreciated. Had you all excited with the Nikki Cox thumbnail. That was 100% intentional. Now, the one thing, let me just double check. This is gonna, oh God, she's just beautiful. Yes. For an episode, I haven't quite figured out what it's going to be yet. But essentially, there was a TV series called Nikki that was basically, hey, Unhappily Ever After's over, but we need to give this beautiful redhead something to do. So they gave her her own show. And how tall is she, too? That's the other thing, too. She seems very leggy. 5'7". Okay, I would have thought she would have been a little more like 5'9". But wow, divorced Jay Moores in 2018. Oof. So anyway, for a future video, I'm going to be doing, I don't know what it's basically going to be spin-offs, but not really spin-offs. So don't worry. There'll be another Nikki Cox heavy video sometime in the future. So. Another guy you watch Movie Timelines does horror trivia. He does a countdown before his live. Aha. And hello from Oklahoma. Hello. This is nothing against Oklahoma. There was a comedian. Oh God, what was his name? The guy from Boston Common. I've never been to Oklahoma, but Anthony Clark, who was like kind of popular for like 5 minutes. Wow, I thought Boston Common went on for. Wow, I really thought that lasted longer. Anyway, he was a stand-up comedian, and he always one of his routines was about how the what is it, the slogan for Oklahoma is okay. And like for some reason that has always stayed with me. I've never been to Oklahoma. I don't have a problem with Oklahoma. And it's not even like really a negative thing. It's just for whatever reason so whenever I see Oklahoma, I always think Oklahoma is okay. It just because Oklahoma, the abbreviation is okay. So there you go. Whoopity doo. Can I do an exploring episode on Meet the Feebles? No. I'll be honest with you. I love Peter Jackson. I was introduced to him my video store at the time, way back in the 80s, got Bad Taste. And I rented it, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. I thought it was just one of the funniest, most creative, insane movies I had ever seen. And so years later, he did Dead Alive, which was even more insane and over the top and wonderful. And I had a friend of mine who was like really diehard. So he had imported Meet the Feebles. He imported it from Japan. And it was this weird bootleg where the movie was in English, but it had Japanese and I believe Korean subtitles, but they were hard coded in because it was a VHS tape. And we both watched it, and I'm like, I see what they're going for, but it doesn't work for me. So consequently, would do a video on Bad Taste, would do a video on Dead Alive. Hell, I would even do a video on Heavenly Creatures. But Meet the Feebles, I would mention Meet the Feebles, but I really don't think I would ever feel inclined to give it a full video. So there's that. If you ever want to get away from it all, come here. There's nothing. Well, going into the thing with Oklahoma, he was coming up with slogans, like alternative slogans instead of Oklahoma is okay. And I think he had like 3 of them. And the other one I remember was Oklahoma, Oklahoma. There, I said it twice. Yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing. I've been to Wyoming. I don't know how much like Wyoming Oklahoma is, but I do know that Wyoming is a lot of nothing. So we outran a tornado in Wyoming, but it's a story I've told a few times. Oh, Jerusalem Wolf. There you go. Okay. I will try to remember that you are him and he is you. You're really hyped about the video on Apex. You waited for a long time to somebody shed some light on that classic. Dude, Apex, all the video, or not all the videos, but all the movies from Philip J. Roth are just like these futuristic, cool, crazy, like I've liked him since like the 90s. He made like let me go look up his director thing here. We got Prototype, which was the first movie I saw from him, which I really enjoyed. Then followed that up with Apex. Digital Man is so badass. Digital Man's badass. Total Reality, Dark Drive. If you like Darla from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and you want to see Darla's tits, then get yourself some Dark Drive. But that, I mean, he had a fucking run here. Like, listen, these are all in the span of a couple of years. Prototype, Apex, Digital Man, Total Reality, Dark Drive, Velocity Trap, Interceptor Force, Falcon Down, Boa, Hypersonic, Interceptor Force 2, Maximum Velocity, like, and it's funny, they're all like 3, 4 on the IMDb. Fuck you, the IMDb. These are solid, good ass movies. I would be hard pressed to figure out which one was my favorite. I'd have to go down and watch them all again. I mean, Apex and Prototype are great. Like I said, I mean, as of currently, it would probably be between Digital Man, Apex, and Prototype. Digital Man feels like a PM Entertainment film, with just the level of explodiness in it. Ah, Hallowfield, I see you're a man of culture. You recognize Donna and Taryn, the lovely ladies of the Savage Beach. No, I haven't done one on Frighteners, largely because that one is owned by Universal, and they can be difficult to work with sometimes. Not as bad as Paramount. Paramount's just a pain in my ass, which is hilarious because Paramount has sent me more like promotional shit than any other company. Maybe Lionsgate. But or wait, no, what am I talking about? I'm thinking of who did the fucking was that Universal? Now I'm mixing up my movies. My companies. Let me see something. Was it Universal? Okay, it was Universal. All right, I take that back. Universal Universal sends me free shit every so often. But there are people that work there that love me, but the people that work in the claims department do not love me. So, consequently, I don't cover Universal stuff very often. And when I do, it's inevitably going to get claimed, and then I'm going to have to fight it. So, but Paramount, I just if I'm thinking about doing a Paramount movie and they fucking claim it, you know. Another atheist. I don't know who you are on Discord. Yeah. Full Moon. I gotta say, I love both Trauma and Full Moon, but I kind of grew up watching Full Moon more so than Trauma. Like I enjoy both of them very, very, very much. But Full Moon has a certain magic with me. From the Puppet Master movies to Trancers to Subspecies to Bad Channels, which is probably my favorite Full Moon movie. Um, so many just kick-ass films that really got me through some tough times. And I love Trauma for Tromeo and Juliet and Toxic Avenger 2 and Sergeant Kabuki Man and like all those crazy, wacky, fucked up films. They're great. I love them. I enjoy watching them. I read Lloyd Kaufman's books. Next year, I'm going to be at he was supposed to be there this year, but he had a scheduling conflict. So next year, I'm going to be at the Sci-Fi Horror Fest with Mr. Lloyd Kaufman, and that's going to be great. I'm looking forward to saying hello to him because I've been to a lot of cons over the years. Like this not as guest, but I'm saying I've been to a bunch of cons over the years. Never been to a con that he was at. So it'll be neat to not only be at a convention, but to be a guest at a convention and maybe, be able to rub elbows with Lloyd. Shoot the shit with him a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how like open he is to. I mean, because there's some of the celebrities, when they're not at their table, they'll like get some food and go back to their room and then come back. Like I think it's not so much that they're being, not so much that they're being antisocial. It's just that they want to take some time, to get away from everybody and take a break. But this year was great. Everybody that was at the Sci-Fi Horror Fest was very friendly and was just really chatty and it was cool. With the exception of Richie Ramone, but I think Richie wasn't like Richie was a great guest. I think he just was when I finally ran into him, he was just really tired. So, I mean, Richie Uh, Richie looked like he's been living the rock star lifestyle for a bit. So, but oh, Two Moon Junction. Wow. If um if you would like to see that story just a little bit saucier, check out Return to Two Moon Junction. That had Melinda Clark, who was the stunning redhead in Return of the Living Dead 3, doing a sexy movie. And it's a pretty sexy movie. Um, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Not gonna lie. Favorite Stuart Gordon movie that isn't Reanimator? Robot Jocks. Lloyd's a great guy. Loves interacting with the fans. Yeah, I've heard that, like, from numerous people. And I mean, I know he's been on James's show. He was on Tony's podcast. He goes to the Mahoning. He was at the Mahoning a month ago or so. I think he was there for. He was promoting whatever movie just came out. Love to chit chat with him. I'm at a point now where I don't like when I was younger, and I would run into a celebrity, I would just lose my fucking shit. I would completely fanboy out and would just be an idiot and would just be tripping over my own words. And now I just I it's not that I don't care, but I'm so much more relaxed. And I'm sure that makes the celebrities that much more relaxed because it's like, oh, this is a guy who he's just a guy. He's he's gonna talk to me like a human. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're so great. So, so now, I there's a couple of celebrities that if I ran into, I probably would be a little. I'd probably be tripping over my words a bit. Um, if I ran into Peter Weller, because he's my favorite actor, I'd probably lose my shit. Um, like but I don't know. It all depends on the day. It all depends on how much caffeine I've been taking. um, oh, look at that. Cat breath. Thank you for the super chat, man. Critical drinker should have me on the open bar. You know, I I wouldn't be against it. I he From the videos that I've seen, he is passionate about movies and entertainment. And he seems to know his shit, and he's got a really good accent, which works for him. I wouldn't be against it. But my whole thing is, well, he doesn't follow me for one, so I commented on his shit before, but it's one of those things where there are a lot of YouTubers that I've interacted with that I know either watch my stuff or at the very least are aware of me. But I don't know if he even knows I exist. So there's that. And there was there was that one YouTube podcast show that was really big that I went on that they probably I was at a really bad I was in a bad place when I went on the show. And God, was that 2018 now? It's a long fucking time ago. Yeah, I don't think they're going to have me back. I was fucking terrible. Or no, might have been no, it was 2019, I think. Whatever the fuck. I know Friday night. Well, I don't know personally Friday nights. Oh, well, anyway, thank you again, Cat Breath. Appreciate it. I know Friday Night Tights. I don't know like them personally, but I follow a lot of people who have been on the show and will retweet, Friday Night Tights and shit. So like Chrissy Mayer and stuff. So you're a simple man. You see women and you tap. Yes, well, that's certainly who I am. I am targeting with my thumbnails. It's uncanny. Like, I mean, I don't use it all the time because it's one of those things where if you use it, you abuse it, and consequently, it doesn't work. But every now and then, I'll do a sexy thumbnail, or I mean that the Nikki Cox thumbnail, it wasn't even like particularly sexy. It wasn't as blatant as something like the Acapulco Heat one, where it was Holly Floria and the smoking brunette in their bikinis. Like that was a lot more. Hey, this was just. I mean, Nikki Cox in like a half shirt, and but it still was. It brought the boys to the yard, as somebody has said. There are people who would completely collapse if they met you. There was no accounting for taste. I I've met some people who have like I think there were some socially awkward people. So they weren't fumbling because it was me. I think they were just fumbling because they just had a little bit of social anxiety. But hey, man, we all trip up at the dumbest shit. I mean, God, I remember there was a like. I mean, I met um there was a celebrity I met a while ago, pretty chick, and I couldn't remember, and she was so good looking. I was just duh duh. Oh my goodness! I have to bring up my social blade, or not my my Streamlabs. It's going very slowly, very slowly. Lee, there we go. With the donation, man, thank you so very much. Good evening. With Michael Keaton's birthday coming up on Thursday, what's your top 5 from him? From Michael Keaton. Well, let me give you an official. Let's see. Well, obviously Morbius. I'm kidding. I'm gonna go. Let me go through this. Let's see. Not necessarily in order. Beetlejuice, Batman Returns. See, Mr. Mom, Night Shift, and Gung Ho. So if I have to, I don't know, or maybe Multiplicity. Multiplicity was very, very Michael Keaton, and we still do the "She touched my peppy, Steve." All right, how about we'll do. All right, I'm gonna say because Gung Ho is more serious than funny. All right, I'm gonna go Multiplicity for number 5. Night Shift for number 4. Let's see. Multiplicity, Night Shift. Ooh. Desperate Measures for number 3. Yeah, that was a really good one. Oh no, fuck. No, not Desperate Measures. It was the wrong I'm thinking of the wrong movie. Pacific Heights. Pacific Heights, where he's the piece of shit that moves into the apartment complex. All right, so yeah, Pacific Heights at number 3, Batman Returns at number 2, and then Beetlejuice at number 1. So thank you, man. Appreciate it. You'd rather take your chances with me than Critical Drinker any day. He's just not your cup of tea. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really watch, like, I've only seen a few of his videos. And as I said the last time, they, I mean, in the ones that I've seen, I don't go after the clickbaity ones, but I've seen like his Matrix review and stuff, and it seemed fairly reasonable. I'm sure there's some out there stuff, but whatevs. Jacob Farley, a Fallout fan, I see. You saw Megan Fox in the street once. I had a friend of mine who he saw Jamie Presley at a Target out in California, and he saw her. He saw her and was like, I don't know who she is, but she's got to be somebody famous because she's quite possibly one of the prettiest people I've ever seen in person. He's like, she just radiated a beauty that was just beyond regular humans. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like Jamie Presley. That sounds like if I was to see her, I probably would have felt about the same. And consequently, he went and looked. He's like, oh, shit, that's who it is. So I think she was on, like, My Name is Earl at the time. Saw Anne Heche on set, did not talk to her. Miracle Mile, maybe next year? I don't know. We'll see. Trying to catch up here. You don't follow many big name YouTubers. Most of them aren't that nice in real time. I think it's like I don't know. I think some of them get to a point where they're big and they do have to kind of put a bit of a wall up. So I don't think that they're not nice. Now, granted, there are assholes out there. Absolutely, there are assholes out there. But I've been lucky that the majority of the people that I've interacted with, other YouTubers, have been really cool. And I've made some friends. Like Tony from Hack the Movies is a good friend. Ollie from, Ollie Harper is a good friend. We're working on a project together. Peter, the Cinemasochist, is a great friend. I've been friends with him for years now. And I saw somebody ask, would you go on one? I go on his stuff when I can. The problem is he's in like a wacky time zone, and he normally starts at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm in fucking bed by that point, like, because I have to be up at 7 to take my son to school. So, they just this isn't the old days in my 30s where I could fucking stay up all night and still function. Now I need my sleep. So admitting you like hot women is not the same as taking a political position. Yes. I mean, it's really what I think I've made it fairly clear that I will promote the female form if it'll get me a few extra views. All right, hold on. Let me try to catch up. Nikki Cox. I like Caesar because he sticks to his guns, and every video I've watched of his has always been a real eye-opener. Thank you, Dr. Mad. I'm too like stubborn to really change shit as far as like not sticking to my. And as I said on many occasions before, um, a very, very, very wise person once told me that you can only sell your integrity once. And my integrity does not have a price tag, and therefore I have no intention of selling it anytime soon. And I just am a guy who has a good voice, pretty good brain on my head, I think. And I like to talk about movies. I like to talk about movies, entertainment in general. And I'm lucky that I am alive at a time when something like this exists where I can chit chat with other people like you guys who also like movies, television, video games, but you like a little bit more than just surface level. You know, you want to know a little bit of how the sausage is made. You want to know, okay, well, what the hell happened with this movie? Why did this go sideways? Why was this bad? Or a nice little reiteration. Hey, I really like this movie, and I'm curious to find out if there are other people that also like this. Holy crap, there are a lot of people. One of the big eye openers for me, and this is going way back, when I did my Super Mario Brothers video, and I'm like, I've always enjoyed this movie. And then I come to find out that there's a whole bunch of people. I mean, there's a whole website that was dedicated to all kinds of shit about the Super Mario Brothers movie. So, I don't do any more game reviews. Grendel, I have something. It's not a game review, so to speak. It's another like exploring video on a video game. Coming out in October. It's something that I've been working on with the actual company that's doing it. It's gonna be really neat. It'll I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil it, but um, I think you'll enjoy it, and I think it's really neat, and I hope it does really well. Because unfortunately, my video game stuff traditionally does horribly. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why. It's because YouTube buries it, but that's its own thing. Um, but it's something that I thought was really cool, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm sometimes like there are times where I will do a video because I think it will do well. There are other times where I will do a video. Most of the time, really, is I'll do a video simply because I want to do the video. This is Plumbers Don't Wear Ties is a perfect example. This is interesting to me, and I think that it will be interesting to you. And consequently, it was. And so, with something like the video that I'm working on, I think it's a really neat thing that I like that has a pretty good fan base. And I mean, it is a game that there's 5 of them, I believe. And they're all, for the most part, pretty well loved. So I think, and as far as I know, well, I know for a fact that nobody is talking about what I'm going to be talking about because it's not out yet. It'll be out in October. Well, tentatively will be out in October. Well, the game will be out in October. But yeah, it'll make sense in October. So that I think is going to be really neat. Critical Drinker gets super chats for $100 just to congratulate him. Oh, must be nice. If you send a super sticker, does the channel get money? Yes. Super stickers get I I believe you get 70% of the super sticker. So, yeah. I'm not 100% though, but yes, Super stickers will get you, super chats and super stickers get you money. Either way, I think it's roughly the same. I got to get Multiplicity on DVD, or I'm sorry, Blu-ray, because I have I have it on DVD, but it's fucking full frame, and so the camera is just panning, scanning back and forth like crazy. Because that movie, they did a lot of scenes where Michael Keaton was on the far right and Michael Keaton was on the far left, and there were other Michael Keatons in the middle, and they were like go back and forth. It was like nah, 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 nah. Yeah, it was it worked, when it's widescreen because it was just a static shot. But when they did it full frame, they had to do a pan and scan, and they were just going back and forth like crazy. Liam, Joe, I didn't care for the Birdman movie either. I saw what they were doing about 20 minutes in. I was like, okay, I see what they're doing. I don't care. And it's one of the few times where I turned a movie off. I was like, he's giving a really good performance. This is really, this is really well made. I am not enjoying this at all. So I turned it off. You once sent $50 super chat, but the guy really deserved it. I think I appreciate every amount. I appreciate, $1. I appreciate $100. I appreciate you being here. Like, that's really what it comes down to. So I think that I'm not like one of those. There was that girl on Twitch a while ago that was yelling at her audience, if you can't give me $5, and I was like, the entitlement. Do I want super chats and whatnot? Not gonna lie, yeah, I do. Like, of course I do. But it is, to me, it is an element of appreciation. You put out something that's good, and if people like it and they want to support you, they will donate. They'll either join, subscribe to your Twitch channel. And subscribing on Twitch is not like on YouTube. Well, now they do subscriptions on YouTube. I don't, but you know what I mean. It's a monetary way, one way or the other. They appreciate you. You'll get a donation. You'll get a super chat. You'll get a sticker. And it's just a way of saying, hey, I really like what you're doing. Keep it up. And it's the veritable tip jar. And so, I think that it is appreciated, and I love it when they come in, because it's like, oh, good. I could put that towards whatever. But I think that some people get greedy. And the one chick who was flipping out about it, I was like, yeah, she's getting greedy. So, but anyway. You let Michael Keaton and Bruce Willis when you were a kid. Fuck, I am like a little behind here. Oh, wait. No, am I caught up? There we go. Fuck. God damn it. There we go. Flinks! Hold on. I had to heart it. There we go. You will donate to a great YouTube channel. Thank you so very, very much for the $20 super chat, man. That is very generous, and I appreciate it. Thank you very, very, very much. I am doing my best here. I was just talking to a talking to a guy here. I'll sit for that. I will give you a little bit of insight. There is a creator, and I don't mean a content creator. I mean an actual creator, a guy who worked on a guy who's actually still working on stuff. Actually, you know what? Let me see what he's working on right now. Because you probably won't be able to tell who it is. Because What is he working on right now? Okay. He was just working on Harold and the Purple Crayon. So I was talking to him about one of his projects, and God, I don't even know what this movie is. I saw like somebody mentioned it the other day, or mentioned it, the other month, really. Inside of his book, adventurous Harold can make anything come to life simply by drawing it. After he grows up and draws himself off the book's pages and into the physical world, Harold finds he has a lot to learn about real life. I like Zachary Levi. Looks like a kid's movie. Is it a kid's movie? It's a kid's movie. But he was great. I liked him in what the fuck was that? Chuck. Chuck was a good show. But anyway, I was talking to a guy who has worked on some really big properties, and we're talking about one of his things, and everything is cool. He liked the script that I wrote, and I am going to tomorrow. I have to take my son to school, and then after I get home, I'm going to drink a gallon of coffee, and I am going to record what could quite possibly be the longest episode I've ever recorded. We shall see. I believe the current winner is the Blob or the Black Hole. I don't remember. I think the Blob might be a little bit longer. But this one is looking to be fucking huge because I have talked to so many people involved in the production of this. This one was great. I have usually, if I can get a hold of one person, I consider it a win. If I can get a hold of a producer who wants to talk, if I can get a hold of the director, even better. Actors and actresses are great for anecdotal stuff, but not so much for like how the movies are made. So, but I really excited. So I'm putting that together. I'm going to record that tomorrow. Going to edit it up tomorrow, and then I'm going to start. Where I'm going to edit the audio tomorrow, and then I'm going to start the long and arduous process of editing it down, matching footage with the audio. So it's going to be quite a while. I'm hoping if all goes well that I can have it. Let's see. I mean, it's not going to be ready by Monday. It's probably, I would say maybe the 23rd is looking pretty good. 16th might be really pushing it. 23rd if I can really do this right. So, but we shall see. So thank you again, Flinks. I genuinely appreciate that. I am going to earn that $20. And then I've also got that reminds, I have one that I've been working on for a while that I'm aiming to put that out in October, and that'll work with the video game one. I have two directors that I lost touch with. That one of them I was talking through his agent. I really hope I can get a hold of him. I can hold him because whenever I have to go through the agent, it always fucking goes sideways, and I never end up talking to the actual person. I always get the runaround. Well, I get the initial interested, and then run around, and then they stop returning my emails. But then there was another director who I was talking to who was really chatty, was awesome, told me all kinds of great stuff about his other movies, and I really want to talk to him about one of his movies specifically, and he's kind of flaky, nice guy, but I don't so I'm gonna once I get this big ass video done, I'm gonna reach out to him again and try to bug him. So we'll see. I really enjoyed the Exploring the Black Hole and still hoping for a remake. I put an ungodly amount of time into the black hole. Like that just, oh man, was that exhausting because everybody everybody's dead. Like the producers are dead. The fucking director's dead. So it was like all just insane amount of archival stuff that I was able to put together. That um, I really am proud of that one because I wanted to do something special because I really enjoy the black hole, and Disney just they don't care. So I wanted to do something on it and give it some props because it is really fucking good. Ha, Scamdar. Yeah, you are you know what I'm talking about, Scamdar. Mistress Penny at last. She's a sweetheart. Penny Power. Yeah. I had just emailed her the other day. Very, very cool. That you want to talk about something. I apologize because not all of you are going to know what I'm talking about, but um, there's an actress who did something 15 years ago, did a TV show 15 years ago, and just just was wonderful, and so I was a big fan. And then here we are, 15 years later, and I was talking to her on. I originally talked to her on the phone, which I didn't realize. See, I had never I had never like used my cell phone to talk to anybody outside the US. So I was under the impression that um just because of cell phones there wasn't like long distance anymore. I thought that everybody, if you want to talk long distance, the people are they're going on Skype and talking with people all over the world. Long distance is just not a thing anymore. I don't know because I like seriously, I never spoke to anybody outside of the U.S. So I had called her. She was in Australia. I talked to her for about 20 minutes, and I get a thing, right after the phone conversation ends. Bing! That conversation was $178. I was like, oh! Like, are you kidding me? Oh. So while the chat with her was wonderful, and I later talked to her on Zoom for about 2 hours. But man, that first phone call fucking hurt because I was not expecting that, especially after I just come off of the thing, paying for my cat. So, ouch, 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 ouch. Have I considered writing a book? I have. I would love to write a book. I've actually spoken to. I have a friend of mine who used to work for Corman, and he gave me a ton of like advice. He really helped me out. And I have another friend who is a comic book and a TV writer, and he gave me a bunch of advice. I had a phoner with him one day. He was telling me about how he loves to watch my videos. He takes some edibles and watch my videos. So she's worth every penny. $178 dues. Yeah. Makes you appreciate apps like Skype. It certainly does, man. I honestly did not. I had known, I probably would have told her. I'll be like, look, can I just, talk to you on Skype or Zoom or something? Because, I mean, that is. And then I'd have more time to talk to her. Because then I was just, because the thing, she's like, can we talk another time? I'm like, yes, on Zoom or Skype. Holy fuck, I did not know that shit was so expensive. That makes the phone calls of the 90s look like nothing. I know. God. Your dad had a problem with his eBay account, so he rang their headquarters to know exactly what, but it wasn't in the United States. Would have been possible back in your youth. Remember long distance and this thing. Yeah, like, but that was my like. I mean, I guess inside the U.S. there's no more long distance, but outside the U.S. there is. And my whole thing is like, holy fuck, like, to actually let me take a look at this. Let me do some math here. Where's my calculator? 178 divided by 20. That was $8.90 a minute. Like, no, the 1-900 move, the 976, Miss Cleo, and all that shit wasn't even that expensive. And all it was I wasn't calling a fucking 900 number. I was calling somebody who I now consider a friend in fucking Australia. Like, let me see what's the Miss Cleo. Let's see. I want to see what Miss Cleo. What the fuck did Miss Cleo cost? All right, hold on. There we go. Let's see how much did it cost to call Miss Cleo?
Really want to know.
Do you want to know, man?
The father of my baby was.
All right, let's take a look. The Miss Cleo DNA test. I'm solely searching for the father of your baby. Oh, it's the one that's very unpleasant, okay?
Is it gonna...
And he's also the one that had another girlfriend while he was sleeping with you.
Yes, he did.
Yep, that's him. That's the daddy.
First 3 minutes free.
Okay.
But you knew that.
I wasn't sure.
I don't know how. The baby looks just like him.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so you were in denial. Because he has a funny little chin, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and the baby have that same little chin.
Oh, my God. Ooh.
The cards can reveal things
Call me
you
now.
never see by yourself. Call me now for your free tarot reading.
Call 1-800-980-8637.
All right, it doesn't say. All right, and I saw that there's there's 2 Miss Cleo movies. There's one for Max and there's one for Lifetime. But I mean, how much was... How much were 1-900 numbers back then? Like $2 a minute or some shit? I mean, that was... Miss Cleo was $3.95 a minute. All right, but I mean, so it cost $9 a minute to talk to Australia. And my whole thing is, why? Why did it cost $9 a minute to talk to Australia? Like, what was the difference to talk to her on the phone or to talk to her on the computer? Like, why was it so much more expensive to talk to her on the phone than it was on the computer? Like, at this point, I can't imagine anybody that would have to make an out of country call, that even if you're fucking loaded, why are you gonna give them money that they shouldn't have? That's bullshit. Everything's Terrible just covered a bunch of the old 1-900 scams. Even Oddity Archive did, which is another channel like yours that's been consistent for years in quality. I know Everything is Terrible because I've seen a few of their edits that were really good. Um, I I think I've seen Oddity Archive. Because there's so many, like I said before, I don't usually watch other YouTube channels very often. Even the guys that I know, I don't really watch all that often. I like nope, but lady worked with could not call her boss because he had an out of state phone number. Well, that's why to get people to not call out for sick from work. Miss Cleo ran a good grift in the 90s. The thing that I always wondered, and that would be one of the things that I'd be interesting to watch the documentary about, was did she like I always kind of took it that she was just the actress. Like they hired her to play a role and then they had somebody else who did like the phone calls and whatnot. Or I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know it. That was kind of how I always took it. Was you call up and you're not necessarily going to talk to Miss Cleo. You're going to talk to one of her understudies or some shit. But yeah, I mean, she go to jail or something? Another unmade project by John Carpenter's the Mad Max style post-apocalyptic film Pincushion, which was to star Cher in the lead. Ugh. Well, the first half of that I was very excited. John Carpenter, Mad Max, post-apocalyptic film, and then Cher, and lost interest. Yes, dollary dues. I keep forgetting. They're trying to change it over there in Australia. Oh wait, where's my I9?
Oh no, that's terrible.
The 90s was very pricey for long distance. That's why we had 1-800-COLLECT and Ava Save-A-Lot. No, I'm not excited for Beetlejuice 2. I think it's going to stink. I need that kangaroo cash. 900 numbers were $2 for the first minute, $35 for... Wasn't it, call 1-900-976-doo-doo. Was it $5 for the first minute, $25 for each additional minute? Australia is jail. Caligula or Mr. Caligari? I would go with the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I like Caligula in doses. I think it's very well acted and whatnot, but it's kind of a hard sit. Where does Australia only get exiting foreign service a couple years ago? It's all the damn ruse. They're out there punching the phone lines down. Hanging out at the opal mines, I reckon. I remember a story about Miss Cleo still charging people after they hang up. Miss Cleo called me a few times with a recorded message. Wow, what the fuck, man? Cabrea, welcome. Oh God, yes, COD. I remember COD and like having to order shit from eBay and mailing out a money order. You'd mail out a money order, they'd get it, and then they would send you the package. What is Australia trying to change? Well, no, I mean we were just talking about Australia. I had a very expensive phone call there because I didn't know that there was such a thing as long distance anymore. Yeah, you have. Oh, where? Hold on. I need to. Let me see if I. Hold on. Is that it? Should be it, right? No, not that. Wait, why is it not that? There we go.
Operator, I'd like to make a collect call, please. First name Bob, last name is We Oughta Baby Eats a Boy.
We had a baby.
Hello?
Eats a boy.
Call for Mr. Bob. We ought a baby eats a boy.
Sorry, wrong number.
Who's that, dear?
Bob, they had a baby. It's a boy.
If you like saving money,
Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy. This is stupid. See, I missed like dumbass commercials like that. They were still funny. You know, now they're fucking terrible. I don't think that Smile 2 is I don't think that Smile 2 is going to be very good. And also the fact that they're getting Drew Barrymore in there. I was like, ugh. But I don't know, maybe it will. The first one I was legitimately surprised. I was disappointed in the ending, but I liked Smile. I thought that it was a neat little movie. We got shown Caligula at school for doing really well in Latin. It was a different era. Wow, that certainly was. Holy moly. The worst thing I think happened, I guess not the worst thing that I saw at school. I was in theology class and the teacher put on a movie called Real Men. If you remember Real Men, the Jim Belushi Jack Tripper movie. And we were watching it, and she got all mad because she's like, well, why didn't you say that it wasn't? And we're like, we didn't know why you put it on. But that was one where we watched it by accident because I don't know what she mixed it up with, but we watched a movie that we weren't supposed to watch in school. Now, Caligula, whoo boy. Maybe in like the upper levels of high school or something, but God. Doritos still makes some dumb, funny commercials. I remember the Doritos commercial with the Dorito girl. Oh man, what was her name? Because she did the Super Bowl commercial. It's going to take me a second here. Allie Landry. Yeah, she was the Dorito girl. That was a good line of ads. And then what was the fucking what's up? You want to talk about something that did not go away anytime soon? Just what's up? Do you think Real Men was she think Real Men was a biology video? No, she thought it had something to do with theology. So I don't know, you know. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. The thing with Caligula that was funny was the whole thing with if Jupiter would take my life, I would give it. And they're like, Jupiter accepts. And he's like, wait a minute. And he gets murdered. Capri Sun body horror still. You remember the there was the commercial with the fucking Snuggie Bear. Yeah, what that's it. What's up was Budweiser. Budweiser. Have you tried the Doritos liquor? Far better than it has any business to. No. Well, for one, I don't drink. And for two, I don't know. I would I remember Doritos. Because I was at PAX the one year and they had the Doritos there. But I never drank it. You miss older commercials that knew their audience. You'd never get... No, you would not get a Doritos girl today. Actually, let's see if that's on YouTube. Let's see. Doritos girl. And it's just, like... It's just a stupid... It's just a stupid, silly...
Introducing Smoky Red Barbecue Doritos. With a loud barbecue taste.
Oh, this isn't even the original one.
Place smoking.
Fire in the sky.
Smoky Red Barbecue Doritos tortilla chips. Umbrellas not included.
I think this was the original one. Yeah, I think where she kicks it all off the... Oh, yeah, it was, because it was Doritos 3Ds they were plugging. Doritos 3Ds tasted like absolute ass. Gotta love that 140p,
Doritos 3Ds. A whole new shape that begs to be eaten in very loud ways. Hi, Chihuahua. Doritos 3D snacks. Look out, they're coming soon.
Doritos 3Ds were fucking awful, though. But let me see. What's this one? 240. That glorious 240p. Remember we had t-shirts and merch for kid. Yes. We had fucking Budweiser or kid shirts. We didn't used to be that bad. It was a different world. They brought the 3Ds back, but the original flavor were okay, but the Cool Ranch tasted like hot garbage. I miss, not that I can have them anymore really, but I miss Midnight Cheeseburger or Late Night Cheeseburger. Oh my God, were they good. Oh, they have a pepper bar. We love the moon. Yeah, Pepsi and Coke went hardcore on their ads. But not as much as the spoon. Just wanted to eat some warm-ass dryer Doritos. It's such an odd, like, stupid commercial, really. All right, yeah, I'm gonna put these chips in a dryer at the laundromat, and then they're gonna go flying out of there, and I'm gonna eat them in wacky ways. Like, who pitched that? I think what it really was, hey, we've got this goddess What can we make her do? Let's get her to jump around and eat Doritos. Yes. Oh, I love Surge. Surge was great. They brought Surge back for a little while. I had to stop drinking it, though. It was giving me the fucking jitters. It was too caffeinated. Surge was good, though. Ah, you remember they're almost as bad as Bugles. Yeah, Bugles were, I think what it was, the inside of it, they coated it with something, and it was gross. Still have a few Quiznos in Colorado, even the one at the airport. I miss Quiznos. I miss Quiznos so much. They were, we had a Quiznos near here, and they were, the people that owned it actually gave a shit. So the sandwiches were always good. And what bothers me was really a shame about Quiznos. They were so much better than Subway. Like, they gave you a better sandwich. I really think that Subway just survived off the $5 footlong, but now a $5 footlong at Subway is like $12. So, but oh my god! But Quiznos was they used to have those. They had the torpedoes, which were great. They had the French dip was so good. You never tried Quiznos, but you wanted to try. Quiznos seriously was really good. Like their sandwiches, like let me put it this way: the one that was near me was really good. Now they may not have all been good because I believe that they are owned by, like, each one is independently owned under, it's under franchise. But the people that ran the one near us, like, really gave a shit. And their sandwiches were legit good. Like, I really, really miss them. They were delightful. The end of the $5 footlong is a decade ago. Dude, I used to, oh my God, they used to have a thing where you could, on, I think, Tuesdays, you could get 3 $5 footlongs for $10. And so that fed me for quite a while. Because I was working at a dead-end job where I made no money. And I needed food. And so 3 $5 footlongs for $10, that would feed me for 3 days. Yeah, I think Quiznos, I mean, they still exist, so I mean, they could come back, but I think it was just really, really poor management that blew them up. Blimpies! I never ate at Blimpies. The only way that I even know Blimpies at all. Let me see if they even have it. Yeah, all right, it wasn't in I guess it was one of the older intros. There was a show called Dream On. And the lead, I think maybe it was the outro. Let me see, TV show. No. All right. Well, one of the things that's not on YouTube. All right. They I believe it might have been the outro where they were walking through New York and they would pass by a Blimpies. And I always saw that and I was like, what the hell is Blimpies? And so that is my exposure to Blimpies. I had found out later that they were a sandwich shop, but I never was able to eat there, and I'm guessing that they're still not around. Yes, Brian Benben. Brian Benben from I Come in Peace. The amount of nudity kept Dream on going. I watched that show for, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There was like 8 seasons of tits. What do you want out of me? You're still mad at Subway for discontinuing the $5 foot long. Yes. I come in peace. That was wasn't that Baxley? That was Baxley. It was Dark. Let me see, because it was Dark Angel. I come in peace. Yes, that was the original Baxley. Although I Come in Peace is so much better than Dark Angel is not the right name for that movie. The right name for the movie is I Come in Peace. But I have it on Blu-ray as I Come in Peace. That is I think the only movie that explodes more than I Come in Peace is Livewire. Livewire, I'd have to really look at them side by side, but they both just every fucking thing explodes. But Livewire, water explodes. Like you can't top that shit. And you had Dolph Lundgren versus Matthias Hughes. Come on. You're 48 years old. You'd never met another human who has eaten an Wimpy since 1997. I have never seen a branch with a customer. This is clearly a laundering scam, right? Wimpy. What is Wimpy? Wimpy. Lee, again, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the donation, dude. On a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome is Michael Ironside? Michael Ironside is an 11. I have loved Mr. Ham Tyler ever since I first saw him on V. He's a badass. And then I went back and watched Scanners. And then we just saw him not too long ago, about, 3 weeks ago on Little's Hobo, where he still had hair. But he was in a movie fairly recently. This is how much of a badass Michael Ironside is. He got cancer. He beat it. Cancer came back. He beat it again. Like, dude is awesome. But he was in a movie called Extraterrestrial, which came out probably about 10 years ago at this point. It's an alien abduction movie. He plays a conspiracy theorist, paranoid guy who has every right to be, because there are aliens abducting people. It's a damn good movie. It has one of the greatest jump scares I have ever seen. Like, I think the jump scares can absolutely work. Jump scares are a thing that I don't mind if they are done, if there's a limit to them and they're done correctly. I think Sinister earned the lawnmower jump scare. I think there are plenty of movies that have done legitimate, holy shit. There is a scare in Extraterrestrial that is fucking awesome. It is the most unexpected, and oh my God, did it give me chills the first time I saw it. It is really like a very effective use of a special effect. So, yeah. But on top of that, it's a really good movie. I would love to do a video on it. If this was ye olden days, where every video, no matter what I did, got 100,000 views, that would be fantastic, because it would give me it would give me more leeway to do stuff that I felt was experimental, so to speak. Like, oh, I can do this. Well, no, not a lot of people know this, but people are still going to watch it. But now that YouTube likes to bury anything that isn't super popular, it makes it really hard, and it makes me have to make a lot of tough decisions. There's a lot of times where I'm like, well, I want to talk about, like with Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. I'm like, well, I want to talk about this, and I don't give a shit. I know it's probably not going to do that great, but I want to do a video about it anyway. Like, if Angry Video Game Nerd was to do a video about Plumbers Don't Wear Ties now, it probably wouldn't do that good. But he did it back in the day when YouTube would, people were subscribed to a channel, and YouTube would notify them that they put out a video. And they would go and watch the video, and it would do well. But now they don't do that anymore. So, you loved him in V. Oh, I forgot he was in Extreme Prejudice. Best Lawnmower scenes in Brain Dead. Well, Brain Dead / Dead Alive. That is that is a great lawnmower scene. YouTube is rather sneaky when it comes to burying certain things. Yeah, they make it frustrating because when you do something outside of the box, they punish you for it. So it makes it so people don't experiment as much as they used to, and it makes things kind of stagnant because you get channels that end up just doing the same thing over and over again. Now, if you're lucky enough that you blew up and you have a big social media, then you'll notify 50,000 people at once that you've got, new video, and they'll all go watch it. But, when you're somebody like me and you're struggling and you've got like 10,000 Twitter followers, it doesn't have as much reach. So I don't know if this counts as a jump scare, but seeing the alien on the roof in Signs freaked me. Yeah, that was I think that was kind of a jump scare. AVGN's modern reviews suck. Well, he's doing what's keeping the lights on. Like, it's what people want. His heart may not be 100% in it. And I think largely why some people feel that the AVGN videos aren't as good is because he's not writing them. Like, he's playing the character, but he's playing something that somebody else wrote. And like with me, I like that it's a one-man band. I do my own research. I write. I record my audio. I edit my audio. I edit the video. I handle all of that. So it all lives or dies on me. And I like to think that I have, full creative control over it. Whereas James has gotten to a point where he's so huge that he needs other people to work with him. And I don't think that it has it doesn't have the heart, because he had a lot of heart in his old videos and stuff. And I still like him. I still think he's great. I would love to do something with him at some point. But I just feel that he's just not 100% in it like he used to be. He's kind of doing shit that he's doing the AVGN videos because he knows they get the views, and then he's doing the other videos where he's having fun with them. I guess in a way he's kind of really putting effort into the stuff that he wants to do. So, I don't know. More power to him. Dude's a fucking legend. He's, he just 20 years of Angry Video Game Nerd not too long ago. So, hell, there's a good chance that, like, love him or hate him, if not for James, there probably wouldn't be, like, me and Nostalgia Critic and, like, a lot of other people, so. Oh, fuck yeah. He was in Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone as Overdog. The games industry is the same. Now packaged goods own it. They just reiterate the same product. Yeah, the games industry is hitting a rough time. It's funny because just recently there was the all the bullshit coming out about like Concord and Dustborn and all that. Not to go down this avenue, but I just want to say, like, they're all coming out and they're attacking, toxic fans and this, that, and the other thing. And I was playing Mario Kart with my son, and I was like, Nintendo never insulted me. Like, Nintendo, they make their games and they kind of stay out of the culture war bullshit. They're like, we make a game. If you would like it, you can play it. And yeah. It's great. And so I just think that it's a shame that there's these companies that they can't look beyond that. And then they wonder why the game fails. It's like, well, I'm not going to give money to people who hate me for something that sucks. Hi, Ice. It is Cecil with a Cecil. Thank you so much. I have not seen Haunted Apartments yet. Also want to recommend the Pirate movie and Josie and the Pussycats. I love Josie and the Pussycats. I think it is an absolute brilliant satire on the music industry. I think that a lot of people that have not seen it, they kind of assume what it is, but it's so not what you think it is at all. It is really, really, really funny. And the band that plays in the movie, that is basically the Josie and the Pussycats, because none of them, like what's her name, Rachel Lee Cook can't sing. I mean, I'm sure she can sing, but not like they wanted her to. So it was Letters to Cleo did the music for them. And then, but oh my God, like Backdoor Lover. the du jour. Du jour means losing pressure. Fucking funny ass movie. So no, I haven't seen Haunted Apartments. Thank you for my weekly reminder. The pirate movie. I saw the Pirates of Penzance. The pirate movie. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I have seen this. If this is the pirate movie. The Pirates of Penzance. 1980s takeoff of the Pirates of Penzance, which centers on a noble pilot who leaves his profession and falls in love with a fiery young maiden. Who did he fall? Christopher Atkins and Christy McNichol. I really thought it was called The Pirates of Penzance. I don't remember it being just the pirate movie. Memory's a funny thing, isn't it? Fuck yes, CPD. Letters to Cleo for the win. Dude, oh man, I love Letters to Cleo. I have, I think they only have 2 albums. I have both their albums, but yeah, I don't know if they have more. But I have 2 at least. You've also seen Josie and the Pussycats. It's lovely. Yeah, it's really funny. Let me see, is the pirate movie, let's see, playing anywhere? I have a feeling that Disney owns it now for some reason, and so they probably are sitting on it. The pirate movie. It is nowhere. So it might, I think it got, I'm almost positive it got a DVD release. Let me see. DVD. The Pirate movie. Man. How about Amazon? The pirate movie. Not the pirate's wife. Pirate movie. Oh, did it get a Blu-ray? No, DVD. $25. $25. I'm not giving you $25. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that again. I don't feel like paying $25 for it, but if I could find it cheaper, I would give it a whirl. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. So thank you again, man. Appreciate it. I genuinely appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And hi, Ice, once again, thank you. Yeah, thank you for reminding me that I really need to sit down and watch the fucking Haunted Apartments. I did watch Bloody Hell. Bloody Hell is awesome. Don't watch the trailer. Go watch Bloody Hell. It's great. Again, hi, Ice, thank you, man. Oops, there we go. There it is. It's a spoof on the Pirates of Penzance. Lots of spoofs. Pink Panther, Indiana Jones, Jaws in the film. I usually hate musicals, but this is the exception. On DVD, eBay, special edition. All right, let me see. How much is it on eBay? eBay. The Pirates. Oops. Oh, wait, no, the pirate movie. Keep wanting to put the Pirates. DVD. Oh, no, not the Pirates movie. The pirate movie. Not the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. There we go. $16.95, $4.63 shipping. $12, $5.63. Where's the special edition? Special edition. Be nice if they showed the back of the box. I'd like to see what's actually, because there's a lot of movies where like special edition, and then it's here we go. They actually put the best back of the box. Widescreen, audio commentary with the director. Okay, good. All right, so it's actually like a special edition. They threw something on there and didn't just say, "Oh, it's a special edition," then didn't put shit on there. All right. I will put that into the wish list, and I'll see if I might be able to find a copy elsewhere, but we'll see. So thank you again, man. I appreciate it. And nice again. Let me hit that. There we go. Thank you, man. Thank you for all the super chats, dude. You are killing it. Thank you. Do I have a P.O. box? Not right now. I'll be honest with you. I had to cut costs, and so I got rid of my P.O. box because nobody was sending me anything. But I'm looking into there's a less expensive alternative that I'm trying to price out. So I'm going to go. Evidently, you can get what is essentially a P.O. box at Staples for cheaper than it would cost you for a P.O. box at the post office, and they have better hours. So the only bummer is the P.O. box would be a little bit further. So I'm gonna go there and see how much. Because the only thing it's like the price is lower, but it seems like it's something where they keep the price low, but then every piece of mail it costs like $1, and I'm like that kind of. So if you get like 20 things in a month, you have to pay like $20 additional, and on one hand, it's great because there's a good chance that you're getting, people are sending you stuff. On the other hand, it might not be so great because I don't know if that counts for like junk mail and shit. Because it's like, well, I'm not fucking giving you $1 for every piece of junk mail that comes through. So anyway, I am going to look into it, and I will let you know. And Andrea, thank you for the super chat. Pirate Movie is free on YouTube. No one's claimed it for 12 years. Let us see. Is it the DVD copy? Oh, and now I'm getting Ali Landry interviews. What is the Pirate Movie? 1982. Is it the widescreen copy? It seems to be. Ooh, in glorious 360p. All right. Yeah. I'm simply going to see if I can find a better copy, just because it's great that it's there, but at 360p it's really blurry. And if I'm going to if I've already seen something, it doesn't really matter, but if it's going to be my first viewing of this, I'd like to see something like a little bit better. So thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that. But I'm gonna look and see if I can find, if I can find the DVD for relatively cheap, or if I can find it, find it out there on the high seas. Find the pirate movie on the pirate seas. So thank you, man. Oh, and is that? I think I fucked that up. I think it should be. I think it's. Is that Andrea? Andrea EY. I'm sorry. I said or Andrea. I don't know what. I know it. I know it could go either way. So I apologize for. Either way, I said your name wrong one of two ways. So. So thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Sorry I butchered your name. Yes, Bloody Hell is currently playing on Tubi. It is really good. Really, really, really good. I recommend, I love Tubi, but I recommend getting an ad blocker and watching Bloody Hell, and then go and watch some other stuff and turn the ads back on so they get their money. But I don't like I think if I was to watch Bloody Hell with ads, it would fuck up the pacing. And like with a TV show, fine, because there are breaks. But with a movie, it screws the flow up. And I think a lot of people that watch movies now, like the Winona Ryder thing when she was saying about how kids they don't watch movies, they just binge watch television. And I think that there's something lost there. But there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. Like there are channels that are just uploading a lot of really old action movies and stuff. So these kids, it's on Andrea. Okay. I will try to remember that. Andrea. No, it should be that with two N's, so it should be Andrea. Okay. I'll try to remember it's Andrea, but I am notorious for mispronouncing names. So please don't take it to heart if I absolutely butcher it again. I will do my best. Ads on Tubi is fantastic, though. I mean, Tubi has by far the greatest selection of streaming movies. Am I ever going to review the Europa incident? I I put it in. What year was Europa Report? Are you saying? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you mean the Europa Report. Motherfucker! I put in Europa Report 2013. I am almost positive I put Europa Report in my top 10 of 2013. Fantastic movie. Really underappreciated. I wouldn't mind doing a video on it at some point. Who directed that? Sebastian Cordero. He is doing. Wow, that was his last big thing. That's a shame. That was a really good movie. Oh, he did 2 things in España. Is this did he go back to He went back to Ecuador. I guess he tried I don't think I think Europa Report was in English, but I think it was like a co-production thing. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, so but it looks like he went back to Ecuador and is making movies over there. And he's got 2 movies apparently are very well received, so that's interesting. The ads kill me with pacing, especially for older films. You found an old monster movie that terrified your dad on YouTube. Attack of the Crab Monsters! Yes, I did a video on that a while ago. The old Corman film. Crazy with the human talking crab thing. Crazy. Tubi's great if you're drawing to movies with titles that sound like they're episodes of Jerry Springer. I gotta tell you, Tubi is the modern equivalent of the back room of the video store. Like when I was younger and I would go to the mom and pop shops, I would walk right past the new releases and would go to the back shelves because that's where the gold was. You don't find the gold on the surface. You find the gold down a bit. So I would go digging, and that was where I found, all my favorites. That was where I found Surf Nazis Must Die. That was where I found Toxic Avenger 2. That was where I found fucking Puppet Master. That was where I found all of those classic, fucked up, goofy ass, weird movies that you know and love. And so Tubi has so many of those, so many movies where I'm like, oh, I would love to see this. Oh my God, Tubi has it. Let me see. Let me bring up. Let's see. Where's Tubi? All right, come on. There we go. All right, let's see. Oh, look. Let's see. How about Storm? Do they have Storm Swept? Storm Swept. There you go. An old movie from the 90s with a ton of nudity that it's a haunted house. Larissa McComas is having sex. I think Melissa Moore's in it too. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's oddly fascinating. There you go. Storm Swept. That's not going to be anywhere. They're not going to have that on Netflix. Um, let me think. Do they have? I don't think they're gonna have. They're not gonna have bad channels because that's gonna be on Full Moon's thing. You'd argue Tubi has better content than modern Disney has made for. Oh, absolutely. Tubi has the Poughkeepsie tapes. Yes. The only thing I am still waiting desperately for the upper footage. The upper footage still hasn't been released. That one, I wonder if that one's ever going to get released. It's such a bummer. Does Tubi have a Sammo Hung movie you're looking for? Cooking Kung Fu? Make Them Die Slowly was just on Tubi. Let's see. Make Them Die. Looks like it's not. But Butch Camp with Judy Tenuta is. And what about, let's see. What is Cut? All right. Not Richard Roundtree, David Roundtree. I mean, it's an enticing cover, but I have a feeling it's probably not the greatest thing. Yes, bad channels with the entire score by Blue Oyster Cult. And you've got Psychotic Symphony. What was it? DMJ, Death Metal Jesus. Did Mad Monster Party leave a lasting childhood scars on anyone else? Mad Monster Party did not on me because I did not see Mad Monster Party when I was a kid. I saw it when I was a little bit older. So, but I could see it fucking with you if you saw it as a kid. I am curious. Do they still have Don't? Do they have? They do! Oh, how come? All right, here we go. Don't. Do they have part? There we go. Don't Fuck in the Woods, part 1 and part 2. I highly well, I don't highly recommend. I recommend Don't Fuck in the Woods, part 2. You don't really need to see the first one to get the full thing. The first one is just is about, I'd say, about 70% like softcore, whereas the second one, there is like some sex scenes, obviously, and a lot of nudity, but it is a really, really fun movie. And I think they took a lot of what they learned from the first one and really implemented that in the second one. I actually enjoyed Don't Fuck in the Woods 2 so much more than I was expecting. I was like, all right, this is going to be kind of corny. And then I was like, I like this a lot. Like, we streamed that on Discord a while ago, and everybody was really enjoying it. The one chick in there, the evil chick, was awesome. She gave probably the best line in the whole movie. Really funny. Yeah, Nikita. Yeah, the remake of La Femme Nikita. Well, the TV remake of La Femme Nikita with Petra Wilson, I think. Yeah. I only saw a few episodes, but I remember thinking it was kind of cool. What do I think of horror cliches? It depends. I think that, like anything, they can get worn out. I think that people lean into them a little too heavily. I do think that I like what Wes Craven did with Scream, where he was trying to satirize all the horror cliches. But I think that, that reminds me. What is it? Oh, it's going to. There's. See, there's nothing. Is there? Fuck, it's not here. Oh well. The movie called There's Nothing Out There that did a better job of spoofing all the horror cliches. Let me see. There's yeah, it did it 5 years before Scream. Now, it was distributed by Troma, but it's not a Troma movie. Yeah, see here, it's listed. Oh, did they? Yeah, it I guess it was on Tubi, but it's not anymore, unfortunately. So nothing out. That great movie though. Rolf Konevsky. I mentioned it in one of my videos a while ago. Fucking really, really, really smart. Like it starts off and you think it's gonna be dumb, and it gets like so much better. There's nothing. Tubi finds a lot. Something. Yeah, I mean, I was. That's the thing. I thought it was on there, but I guess not anymore. I know it got restored twice. Vinegar Syndrome restored it, and then it got restored to 4K by another company. So kick ass. Hold on, I have to mute for a second. You're tired of horror movies that reference other horror movies. Yeah, it gets old. Now it worked in There's Nothing Out There because it was 1991. So it was new back then. Like I remember watching it and being like, "Holy shit, this is really clever." And then Scream comes along, which was good, but I was like, "All right, Jack Black. Boo." This is like a DNA from night. Is that the one I'm thinking of? The Olivia Gruner movie? DNA. Oh no, this is the Mark Dacascos one. Yeah. Yeah, it's Predator with Mark Dacascos, but they called it DNA. Dude, DNA is the shit. See, that's the thing, man. I love those kind of movies. It's like, okay, yeah, it is a shameless ripoff of another movie, but oh, it's so good. There we go. Hi, Ice again. Thank you. Have you seen Robot Stories? Like a positive version of Black Mirror from the early 2000s. Robot Stories. All right, it's not on there. Oh, that also reminds me. Is YPF on here? Nope, YPF's not on there. No, I have not seen. No. I'm not gonna run the movie. I have not seen Robot Stories. How about, let's see, just watch Robot Stories. Mr. Robot. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. 2003. Wow. It is not available anywhere for streaming. That's a bummer. I'll check it out. I've seen I'm a Robot and That's Okay. That was I believe it was a K-drama. So I will check that one out too. Robot Stories. Let me write down Robot Stories. I always write all these down. Andrea. I'm doing my best. Thank you so much for the super chat. Any thoughts on Pia Zadora? I actually like her. She did some great camp like Voyage of the Rock Aliens and had some great songs in her music career. I really only know her from a couple of things. I do agree that Voyage of the Rock Aliens is pretty badass. I have that on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. I knew her from Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. She was Gurmar, I think. Um, I used to know like one of her rock songs, but I honestly can't think of it now. I'm almost like I could see the music video in my head, but she also did she did a movie. It was like The Lonely Lady or the the something lady. It was like a softcore film. Um, she was kind of the Paris Hilton of the time in a way. Like she was famous for being famous. So, I don't know. I really don't know a whole lot about her. I just know, like I said, I know her best from Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, but I really don't know. And like I also really I enjoy the Voyage of the Rock Aliens with Craig Sheffer. Is a bonkers movie, and it's got some kick-ass tunes in it. So, but I really don't know like a whole lot with her. So, thank you again. Your girlfriend ordered the Rock Alien movie. Yes, Tiny Pia. SANTACLAUS. Hooray for Santa Claus. Drive sits with the raid, police story, and armor of God for use of scenery and fight choreography. Ong Bak. You know what? I like Ong Bak, but I like the Protector better. I thought the Protector was badass, where he's going up the stairs, kicking ass for the elephant. Ray Liotta assaults her with a garden hose. Hey, Adam's Den. You are very welcome, man. Thanks for hanging, dude. Take care. The Lonely Lady. That's it. The Lonely Lady. I'm hearing a thud upstairs. I think my cat just jumped off the couch. He's a chunker. God, The Lonely Lady. Let me see. The Lonely Lady. 1983. 1983 is The Lonely Lady. Shout Factory put it on Blu-ray. What? Hoping to achieve success in Hollywood, a young aspiring screenwriter allowed others to exploit her. She goes through affair after sordid affair in an attempt to write her own screenplay and have it produced. She's small too, isn't she? I think I just saw the garden hose scene. Did he hit her in the ass with a pool cue? All right, hold on, let me see. Is what's going on what I think there? Like what? Look. Is he hitting her in the ass with balls? All right, I need closure. She also did Butterfly, won a Golden Globe for Best New Star, and led to the discontinuation of the category after claims that her wealthy husband essentially bribed the FFPA to give her the win. Ooh, boy. Watch your modern remake of Spit on Your Grave. Wow, that movie's hard to watch. You know, I never watched the remake. I know because the original one is brutal. So I thought they might have kind of wussied out with the remake. But I don't know. Shout said they don't get to license so many Mystery Science Theater. Yeah, I from what I understand, 8 Ball has pocket. From what I understand about Shout Factory is, um, they have essentially licensed out all the Mystery Science theaters that they can, which is why they went back and started repackaging the old ones from Rhino. But I think they've got like 70% of them. So now if they can, I'm sure they will be able to go back and get some of them, but I believe that they've kind of got as many as they could. I think let me see. It's what 200 Oh, but you know what? But that's going to if I go to Wikipedia, that's going to bring up I just need to know yeah, how many Yeah, just the first 10 seasons. So here, I'm going to do some math again. All right, so the KTMA episodes are a lot of them are missing. So we'll start with with Comedy Central season 1. So actually it'd probably be easier to subtract the 3. How many was that? 230. 230 minus 13 minus 6 minus 14. There we go. 197. Yeah, I think Shout Factory said something like they got like 170 of them or something. I mean, I think I have all of them. It's kind of hard because they're all like out of order and stuff. So like you get a box set that'll have, every box set has 4 and there's like, but they're split between like Mike and Joel. You really wanted Attack of the Eye Creatures, but they were that's one of the ones they weren't able to get. Fuck. Attack of the Eye Creatures. Well, one of the nice things is it's on YouTube. So, but you're getting a rip from Comedy Central. You're not getting an actual like decent DVD quality version one. But beggars can't be choosers, and at least it exists. So, Final Sacrifice, the dude, the director of Final Sacrifice, I said it in my video where he despises Mystery Science Theater, and he is infuriated that they resurrected this film that he has tried to bury. And I don't understand why he doesn't like embrace it, but he's one of those guys that just can't get over it for whatever reason. Even the Godzilla episodes that Toho got butthurt about and made them discontinue them. I think didn't they? I know all the Gameras are out, and I'm almost positive they did Godzilla versus what was the one with Jet Jaguar? You have your old VHS recordings. Nice. Yeah, it's such a shame that he's that much of a butthole about it. Yeah, like embrace that shit. Like the guy who directed what was the movie? Not Clonus. What was the giant spider invasion. They had a Mystery Science Theater like thing. They had a big showing. Mike and the director were there signing autographs, and he like, he embraced it. And yeah, own that shit. Although I know, but Joe Don Baker, he has said he will punch them in the face if he ever sees them. But that's my Mitchell, my Mitchell. No, Robert Fiveson did Clonus, and he just made a butt ton of money because fucking Spielberg and Michael Bay ripped him off. So Bill Rabane, thank you, Bill Rabane. Godzilla vs. Megalon was on Volume 10 and released, then pulled and re-released as 10.1. So if you didn't buy it, you were shit out of luck. Okay. Miles O'Keefe is a good... Yeah, Miles gets it. So how much Keefe is in this? Oh, Miles O'Keefe. Yeah, I got to roll too. It is a little past 11. I got to get back to the salt mines here. So thank you so much, guys, for hanging out tonight. Thank you for the super chats and the donations. It is very much appreciated. Another one sneaking in. Thank you. Sweetest said ST. Let's see. Sweetest said. I'm trying. I'm probably saying that wrong, but thank you so much for the donation. Have you discovered Welgo USA Films? They import a lot of great modern Asian films. I recommend you check out Baby Assassins and The Child. I'm going to tell you, since you were kind enough to give me $5, which I immensely appreciate. A few years ago, around when what was the movie? Train to Busan was coming out. There was a guy who worked at Welgo, and we were working out a deal where I was going to be like one of their go-to like sponsor guys. Like they were going to give me movies and merch and all kinds of stuff. And I was going to be able to do like some contests. You guys want to win some Blu-rays. You guys want to. And while we were in negotiations, he got a job offer to go somewhere else, and he was like, look, I'm going to pass all of this on to whoever's taken over the job. We really want you to work with Welgo because so much of our stuff is a perfect fit for you. And I was like, okay. And he gave it to whoever was the next guy, and I never got contacted again. So I don't hold Welgo at fault for that. I'm just sad because that would have been a really cool thing, and that would have also benefited you guys because I could have actually had contests and for merch and shit. So anyway, thank you guys for the donations. Thank you for the super chats, and as always, thank you just for being here. It is appreciated. I really enjoy chit chatting with you guys. I've got some amazing things coming out soon that I can't wait for them to be finished, but I can't wait for you to see them. I think you're really going to like them. And if you have not already, you should go check out the Discord. There should be a link right below, pointing down like as if you can see me. Yeah, you guys got robbed. No, sweetest. Please, if anybody else wants to give donations in, I will continue talking. No, it's all good, man. I'm just saying, thank you so much. I did not hear about Baby Assassins or the Child, so I will definitely give both of those a look. But Welgo had some really, really cool ass movies, and I'm just bummed that we weren't able to work out a deal. But that's business, you know? So, but anyway, thank you guys again. If you haven't joined the Discord, you should. Tomorrow night on there, we're probably going to watch something terrible. I don't know what yet. It can't possibly be as bad as Future Fear, which was I enjoyed it to a certain degree, but I recognize that it was not a good movie. But we'll end up watching something over there, and it'll be fun because I don't know. I'm in the mood to, unless I totally flake out tomorrow night, which has happened before. But anyway. So anyway, I'm rambling. Take care, you guys. I'll be back here next week. New video next week. Blah blah blah. Good night, you guys. Take care. See you soon.